Hey guys, Frogman Gaming. Sorry it's been a while since I last uploaded. I've just been dealing with school and stuff like that, so I haven't really had time to upload. But on the bright side, I'm uploading now, and I've been playing a game for a while. It's called Fisch, and if you don't know what this game is by now, I'm surprised because it's been gaining a lot of popularity the past month or so, and it's getting a daily average of like 400,000 players. And in my opinion, it's a really good game for people who just like to chill out with friends and stuff like that, and like it just advance in games over time, so you don't have to just get max level in like one day, because that's not what this game is about. But anyways, I just wanted to say that I will be doing like giveaways and stuff like that on this game and stuff like that, like shortly. I don't know how soon, but I'll do live streams and stuff like that here on YouTube more often than less. And I just wanted to do a quick little tutorial of the game. It's not really much, but it's mainly for beginners and how to like advance more like faster and stuff like that. But here, this is my advice to like beginners and stuff like that. Like for say you're like level 15 or like 15 and lower, I recommend this for like you guys. Like if you're on Moosewood, I would recommend you stay on this island and get like $2,000 really early. Don't even bother with these rods right here. These ones are pretty much useless unless you just want to get them to have them. I recommend buying carbon rod right here for $2,000. Carbon rod. Hold on, I gotta find it. Carbon rod has a stat system of negative 10%, negative 10 lure speed, 25% luck, 0.05 control, 10% resilience, 600 kg, and yeah, that's just really good for a pretty basic rod. But what you want to do is, after you get that, you want to just like start getting a little bit more money. I recommend coming to the shipwright, and you want to save up enough money to probably buy the bass boat or the hovercraft. And then once you get that, you want to go over. It's literally just like kind of right in front of here pretty much. Just gonna back up because you can get the same speed. You want to make your way over to like Roslet Bay, because this place has a really good place just for like starter fish. Ooh. Also, this is the merchant. He sells some random stuff every once in a while. This is actually a pretty bad one, but he can sell a rod called Mythical Rod. It's really good, but he can also sell a rod called Midas Rod. I don't recommend buying that rod. It's not really that good. But anyway, you want to start fishing here. I recommend either fishing on this rock right here or fishing like right over there, because like that's where people can catch fish like nurse sharks and stuff like that. There's some pretty decent money, but people fish right here to catch like manta rays, which are the mythical fish on this island, and they sell for a small amount, but a good amount of money. And the merchants right here on this island, you can also buy bait crates, which give you different types of baits in this game. Like these things right here. But once you save up money, I think it's like $7,000. But yeah, $7,000 right here. You want to buy Steady Rod. Again, don't buy Rapid or Fortune. Fortune seems like a good purchase, but it's really not, because it doesn't matter how good the fish is. You're probably not going to catch it because of how bad the rod's like resilience is. But Steady Rod, you can catch literally any fish in the game with it. It's just the luck isn't the best. So it's more so like just a beginner rod. So I wouldn't stick with that for a long period of time. But once you get that, I'd probably, if I were you, actually it's probably good that this is right here, because once you get that rod, I would recommend you going over to the depths, which is whirlpools like this with the beams out of the sky. You want to just jump into them like this. You will not die. You don't need scuba gear or anything like that. You just want to jump in here, you'll end up in this place. This is called the Vertigo. Has a fairly small bestiary. To catch this, you actually need a fish at the whirlpool outside of this place. And this is also the depths key, which I'll show you what that's for in a minute. But here, you can buy the nocturnal rod, but if it's a Aurora Borealis is going on, you can buy the Aurora rod right here, which is probably, in my opinion, one of the best rods in the game. As you can see, I've caught almost 400 fish on this one because of how good it is. And then I would recommend just like fishing right here on this rock or something like that. The bestiary for this place isn't that hard to complete. Rubber duckies, don't get too excited over them. Like, it's good, but like they don't sell for very much. You mainly want to get your hands on a key of like a depths key or something like that. Actually, I think I have one on me. Yep, they'll look like this. They're not that hard to. They're not extremely hard to get. But once you get one of these and you complete the bestiary, which means you have to get the mythical, the rubber ducky. Oh yeah, the night shrimp you have to catch in a crab cage. Crab cages you can buy on pretty much about any island except for like down here in the Vertigo. These things you can all fish for down here, except for the Isonade. The Isonade you have to fish for at the whirlpool. If I can get up here. Also, happy holidays. It's almost Christmas, guys. It's like 10 days away. But there will be a closed gate right here. As you can see, I've already opened this. But you have to talk to this guy right here. Have your key out. You have to give it. You're going to have to like give it to him. It'll have like a cool little animation after. Well, you get the key and give it to him after you've completed the bestiary. You do that. You can come in here. For you guys, it'll probably be pretty dark. But I have a lantern. And I don't recommend trying to come in here at nighttime, so make sure it's day before you come in here. So it'll be some pretty quick and easy parkour. But if you do fall, you'll lose a pretty small, like a decent amount of money. For somebody like me, I'll lose about 2,000. But if you do fall down there, you do get a title. So it's not like an insane loss. So you do get a title from that if you do fall down there. But I wouldn't recommend it if you're low on money. But once you come over here, you're going to enter the place called the depths. You're going to spend a lot of time in here. Actually, this is pretty good because I think it's a deep dark actually going on in here right now. If you don't know what that is, the deep dark is actually a little thing that goes on in this place. And you can actually catch one of the exotic fish here. I think it's like the second most paid fish in the game currently. But if you want to know where that is, you need a fish radar, which you can buy one of these for $8,000. I do recommend getting one of these. These things are pretty useful. And it'll show you where all the fish are. As you can see, Ancient Depth Serpent is right here, and you can fish for it right here. You're going to spend a lot of your time here, mainly because this place is the best for money making. As you can see, this guy's catching the Ancient Depth Serpent fairly fast. See if I can catch it. Oh, I caught a mythical fish. This is This place is also really good for mythical fish and legendary fish, which is why it's so good for money. But once you end up getting these decent fish, I recommend you save up money to go and get trident. I'm probably not going to show you guys how to get that in this video, but there are probably other videos out there that can show you how to get trident. It is the rod you want to get after steady. It's $150,000. You can find servers and people opening the gate for you. You're going to need 5 enchant relics, which are these things right here. They are pretty rare to get. They're not very easy to get, but you need 5 of these. I'll probably be hosting something like that soon. You'll need 5 of these to open a gate. Some other person can do it for you. If you don't have the bestiary unlocked, they do it. Me personally, I had somebody else do it for me. The trident rod is, I'd say, probably up there in the top 5 for best rods in the game for mid-game players. I've caught nearly 1,000 fish on this one. If you're wondering what this means, like quality-wise, the enchant relics, you can also go to the Statue of Sovereignty and go to what's that place called? I'm sorry. Keeper's Altar, where you can enchant your fish. There's a bestiary there as well. It's not very big. I don't have it completed myself. I probably need to do that here soon. But you can do that, and then once you get trident, you're going to want to work your way towards depths rod, which is this rod I'm holding right now, which is probably the second best rod in the game for players in late game or end game. Which to get this rod, you need to have complete bestiary for the depths, which isn't very hard to do because you're going to be spending a lot of your time here anyways. You need to get all of these fish. I think I actually have majority of the fish down here sparkling as well, which means I have pretty much all the bestiary completed for down here. There is a second bestiary or like extra little side quest too for getting all the shinies and sparklings in this game. So I recommend trying to get that stuff too, because sparklings and shinies do boost the money you get from those types of fish by a very significant amount. But in order to get this rod, you're going to need a abyssal enchant relic, which is one of the things I showed you earlier. You're going to need one of those with the abyssal mutation, but you're also going to need another one that has the hexed mutation. Along with $750,000, which is a lot of money. This is the most expensive rod in the game. But it is way worth the time and money to get it because the stats on it are absolutely insane. As you can see, it has a 65% lure speed, 130% luck, which I think they just recently boosted the luck on this rod because it was only 100% before. The control on it, my bad, is 0.15, which is actually pretty high for a rod. As you can see, like rods like King's Rod, which is actually one of the better rods, only has 0.15. Well, I guess these two have the same, but from a Trident, which has 0 control, from a rod that has 0.15 is a pretty significant jump. But you can also, it has 10 resilience, which is not terrible, but it's also pretty good. This rod has 30,000 kg max, which you cannot catch like fish like the Megalodon and stuff like that with this rod. I mean, you probably could, but it's not going to be easy. So I really do recommend players getting King's Rod for stuff like that. It also makes your fish 15% bigger as well, which is pretty good. And that's really all I recommend King's Rod for, but it is pretty good for catching fish like the Mosasaurus and stuff like that in each aisle. So, That's another rod I do recommend. It's $120,000. You can get that down in Keeper's Altar as well, where you enchant your rods. You don't need anything for that. You really just need to buy that. And then for other rods, you can just buy them as you progress through the game. And once you get Depth's Rod, I recommend you try to go for the craftable rods, which I don't have any of those currently. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoy this little introductory to this game. I myself really enjoy it, and I hope you guys too. I hope you guys do enjoy this game as well. And have a nice Christmas, or whatever you guys celebrate. I hope you guys have a really nice holiday. Goodbye.